Once upon a time, far, far away, there was a flower garden filled with bright and dazzling colors everywhere. Thousands of flowers lived in this garden, but none were as different, yet as close as our two special flowers. The sun blossom, with its yellow petals, who was the first to say hello to the sun every morning, and the silver daisy, whose silvery white leaves resembled the brightest stars of the night. The sun blossom was the tallest in the garden. It was full of energy, always turned towards the sun, and shared its most beautiful stories with the buzzing bees during the day. It was so bright that some smaller flowers had to squint when they looked at it. The silver daisy was the exact opposite. It was short, and its happiest times were the nights when the moonlight covered the garden like a crystal blanket. During the day, it was a little tired and quiet, closing its petals slightly and entering a sleepy wait. Its secrets were for the whispering crickets and night moths. At first, these two flowers didn't understand each other very well. One day, the sun blossom called out to the daisy, "Hey, little daisy, why are you always so sleepy? Look around, the world is so vibrant and joyful." The silver daisy replied with a slightly trembling voice, "Oh dear sun blossom, why are you always so dazzling? You never notice the quiet of the night and the peace of the moon." Without seeing the time the other lived in, they both thought their own world was the best. The other flowers also pointed out these differences. "The sun blossom only loves bright and warm things," they said. "The silver daisy only loves dark and cool things." One summer, a great and prolonged drought hit the garden. The sun was hotter than ever. Despite the heat it was accustomed to, the sun blossom felt the tips of its petals starting to dry out from the excessive sun. Its usual cheerfulness had diminished. The silver daisy, on the other hand, was struggling more than usual during the day. The sunlight was so exhausting that it couldn't even find the strength to fully open at night anymore. Both of them had grown weak. One afternoon, the sky suddenly darkened and a great storm began. A fierce wind was tossing all the flowers back and forth. The sun blossom, because of its height, was the most exposed to the wind and was nearly uprooted. It looked at the daisy with fear. When the silver daisy saw its big friend struggling against the power of the wind, it instinctively did something. It gathered all its strength and leaned towards the shelter of the big rock right beside it, where the wind had the least effect. Then, with a trembling voice, it cried out to the sun blossom, "Lean on me, my blossom. My short height will help cut the wind. Plus, my roots are closer to the solid rock, so I hold on more firmly." The sun blossom, with surprise and gratitude, carefully leaned its long stem over the silver daisy. It rested against the daisy's tiny but tightly held stem. The wind swirled around the daisy before hitting the blossom's long height. When the storm subsided and the garden fell silent again, the sun blossom looked at the daisy. "Little daisy," it said in a soft voice, "I was too scared to notice you, but you protected me. Your strength is not like mine, but it became the most valuable thing for me." The silver daisy smiled. "So is your warmth, dear sun blossom. Throughout the entire storm, the gentle warmth of your yellow petals touching my shoulders gave me strength and courage. It was better than all that terrible noise." From that day on, the friendship between these two flowers became an example for everyone in the garden. During the day, the sun blossom cast a little shade over the silver daisy's petals, helping the daisy rest comfortably. It was no longer shining just with its own light, it was also considering the daisy's peace. At night, the silver daisy gathered the most beautiful reflections of the moonlight and sent them to the top petals of the sun blossom, ensuring its friend had peaceful dreams throughout the night. They realized that friendship wasn't about being the same. Friendship was about accepting each other's differences, and seeing how those differences could complete one another in difficult times. The bright strength of the sun blossom needed the refreshing peace of the silver daisy, just as the calmness of the silver daisy needed the warm energy of the sun blossom. The other flowers in the garden no longer looked at them and said, "How different they are," but instead, "What a perfect friendship." And so, the sun blossom and the silver daisy lived a life full of both the joy of the day and the peace of the night, whispering to us that friendship is about completing each other, even if you are different. Now, close your eyes and imagine running in that beautiful garden in your dreams. Good night and sweet dreams.